Good day, Gerrit Harten from Good to Great people. I trust you all well, and the purpose of this video is to explain to you how the Masterpack growth and recognition program works. I'm going to explain it to you in terms of the objectives and then a step-by-step process which must be followed in order to make this a successful program. We did a video yesterday, William and I, which we want to actually share with all the employees, and we really would like your assistance there. It's a YouTube video link. If you can share it with the employees, and there will be a letter that will also go out that will be posted on the notice boards that will explain the launch of the Masterpack Growth and Recognition Program. I'm now at my house and I've got a chart here. It's unfortunately not the Masterpack chart. It's an old NChem chart, but it will do the job. I'll use it to explain to you how to actually apply the system at Masterpack. It's very important that we reflect on, that I share with you what's the objective of the program. The objective of the program is to bring out the best in people, to create an environment where there's excitement and people are promoted based on merit, there's excitement, and employees find the light to provide customers with superlative customer service, to satisfy customers and to bring and to acquire and attain more customers, attract more customers. So and the concept, I've done some research, and the concept is similar to gamification. That's what we're trying to achieve. Gamification of the working environment. And essentially it's a point system. Most of the gamification concepts in working environments work on a point system. People accumulate points. It's associated with fun, and it gets people to find a challenge out of doing laborious work or menial work. For example, I don't think it must be pleasurable to work in the gluing department where you just have to glue boxes and So, and that's really the aim of the program, is to really find excitement in doing even the most menial of tasks. Part of the gamification, it's important that there are visual displays. So we purchased a smart TV, big smart TV, that will be displayed in the factory, and all the reports and photos of the gold parades and employees will be displayed on this TV screen. And again, part of creating a fun working environment. However, this cannot happen without the commitment of leaders. And I really want to use the word leaders and not managers. That will be all the team leaders, supervisors, managers, as one coherent team, not as supervisors and senior managers, but as one coherent leadership fraternity. It can only be successful if you ignite the process. So it really starts with a spark. So how I'm going to explain to you the program, how it's put together. So essentially, every employee starts with 50 points in a month. The program runs on a monthly basis. Okay. So they start with 50 points in a month. We call it your starter pack. And then for every medal, positive behavior that you display, you get 10 points. For every, call it negative behavior, or in fact behavior that you want to discourage or people must learn from it, you call it the yellow card, and they lose 10 points for every yellow card incident, except for one category, for an absent without permission, in other words unplanned leave, that they lose 20 points for that. So you'll see in the factory there are the files. I think your files are blue, and at the top there will be a flappy called Masterpack Growth and Recognition Program. There are the medals. It's numbered from 1 to 9, and there are yellow cards clearly numbered from 10 to 20. It's important that you apply this program consistently. So I'm going to explain to you the steps. So that's how the point system works. Alright, let me just talk about the categories. There are 4 categories. Gold is 90 points, silver 70 points, bronze 50 points, and below 50, call it a developer. It's important if a person gets identified as a developer, that you have the team leader or the supervisor, that you engage in a personal conversation to do some scaffolding. Maybe they've got a personal problem at home, a health problem, anything. It's not to belittle them, it's not to be hard with them. It's really to have empathy with them and to provide your support. Okay, so those are the points. And now, how are you going to do it practically? So first and foremost, you must identify behavior. You must be vigilant, and you must be sharp and seeing and observing when people are doing the right things. Doing the right things, right? In other words, when they display a behavior. That must be your goal. And often I hear people say, well, you know what, I cannot help if people don't want to go the extra mile. But then I say to the team leaders, great opportunities where they can experience success. Give them a little challenge. And when they achieve that, give them a medal. There are more than enough categories for people to experience recognition. Right. Just on the point of recognition, we also want to encourage peer recognition. That's a new concept that we've brought in. Peer recognition, there is going to be a Perspex box placed in the factory, and employees can then, on a form, an A4, can nominate another employee or even themselves for special recognition. So they're going to write in the motivation and they place it in the box, in the Perspex box. It's your role as a team leader to, on a weekly basis, just go and check the nominations, and you then adjudicate those nominations. In other words, when you feel that the employee deserves the recognition, you can then give him or her a corresponding medal. Important, employees may not recognize or nominate a person for a yellow card. It's not permitted. It's only managers, supervisors and team leaders who can issue yellow cards. And on the aspect of yellow cards, I said it before, it's not to belittle or to berate people, but it must be seen as a learning opportunity. So when you issue a yellow card, make sure that it's a private, that you don't prejudge the situation. You must first get evidence, and the way is ask the right questions, get the right feedback, make sure that you fully understand before you make a decision to issue a yellow card. In the same token, you also must be brave enough to give a yellow card. Rather give a yellow card than getting a situation where a person doesn't learn from their mistakes and then eventually get a red card. In other words, they can get fired. You want to avoid that. So I'm going to show you how the chart works. So on the chart, you've got obviously the names of the employees. You're going to write it down. I think you already have done that. And for every employee, there's a number, a row number. And then there's clearly marked a row for medals at the top and yellow cards at the bottom. So what you do is you write the medals and yellow cards corresponding to these points on the little flappy here. So medal, for example, quality work is number 1. Person got another one for quality work at number 1, etc. Important. When you issue your medals at the end of the month, at the end of June, you're going to write a J, just to show that it's the end of the month. Then the following month, you still, let's say in July, you then give your medals, number 2, 1, 1, 7, 8, and the end of July, make another J, which shows July. Symbol. And then August will be the same. So I've just used example there. So in August, this person will have 3, 2, 1. After August, you make the symbol A. So it's a good way that you can see at one glance who are the leaders in the teams and who are the people who's lagging behind or people who got too many yellow cards. And it's also a good sign for them to show them, look, I have to pull up my socks. Right, I think, yeah, the other important thing I want to mention, you can obviously give more than one person a medal or a yellow card. What is important is that you write the evidence here on the corresponding file. There's, I think it's a blue file. There's enough opportunity for you to write the comments. So how you do it is you're going to write employee's number, number 17, number 18, whatever the case may be. What is the medal or yellow card that you're going to allocate? Medals are from 1 to 9. Yellow cards are from 10 to 20. So you write the corresponding number there, and then the date. And then you write the motivation. It's important when you write the comment that you try to be as specific as possible. I don't expect you to write paragraphs. Just write, give us evidence what it is for. And it's never a character assessment. In other words, you never want to give a medal for always friendly or always reliable. No. It must always be based on a specific incident that happened on a particular date or period. That's quite important that you take note of that. And then, yeah, at the end of once you've made the comment, you can then paraphrase it or just make sure that you sign it off. All right. So and how the charts have been designed. Once it's full there, you move it up, and it fits snugly under the flap there, and then you can write your comments here again. Right. I want to talk about that's how you're going to implement it on a day-to-day basis, continuous basis. All on the chart, you don't have to wipe anything off. It stays there, except if a person leaves, then you just want to clean the chart with alcohol. But it is permanent pens. Oh, the other important thing I want to mention here. I want to recommend that when you issue yellow medals, that you use the color blue. And yellow cards that you use green. Green is growth. It's associated with growth. We don't want to use a red pen. It's green. And then what you do is, in terms of the month, when you allocate the month there, just make sure that you alternate the red and the blue. But yeah, I think that's should be fairly straightforward. However, if you do have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact me or William Welsh. So my cell phone number is 082 883 2779. William's cell phone number is 072 964 0682. Maybe I suggest you write it down on the chart. So if any employee also wants to contact me or William, they're more than welcome to do that. Our job is really to enable and to give all the support for people to feel comfortable and to embrace the program. So I want to talk about, finish off talking about what you do with the information. So if the chart is completed for the month, you're going to get an email from William Welsh, where you're going to just give the numbers for the medals for each employee. So that employee only going to put in 3, 2, 1 on an input sheet, on an Excel input sheet. So it will give you medals and yellow cards, and you just put the numbers in there. And then send it to William, and then we will then produce a report. And that report will then tell you who are the gold achievers, who the silver achievers, bronze, and every employee will get feedback on how they've done in the month. So they get detail on that. It will also in detail explain to them what were the medal categories. And we want to display that report on the TV. That will probably be Chris and I spoke about it. It might just go on top where the supervisor's office is in that area. But really the intention is that it must be visible for everybody to see. Right, that's where the report will go in, and then there will also be a Wall of Fame report. The Wall of Fame report will give you an update of how many times the person has been gold on the program, how many months they've been on the program, and it will also give an indication of what their achievement level is. So what's important, we want to say, it's not just a month-to-month program, but you're working towards longer-term milestones. For instance, if you have 12 goals, in other words, 12 months of goals, not consecutive, it can happen at any point in time. You will then get your first level, you achieve your first level on the Wall of Fame, which is the premium level. And for that, maybe you will get a cap. Once you get to 24, you can go to the platinum level. Platinum is maybe, and that you can get a t-shirt, as an example. Branded t-shirt, very important that it's branded, because you really want to promote the company brand and logo with the employees, that they develop pride in the company. 36, if they get 36 gold achievements, we could call it a legend, and if they're a legend, you can give them a special branded shirt with Masterpack and maybe sort of something that stands out as a legend. And if they achieve 48, you can call it the ambassador, and then when the ambassador, they can get a special jacket, branded jacket, also with the Masterpack colors that they can stand out. And as I say to employees, that's really, if you put your jacket on, it's like pulling on your CV, and it's something to be really proud of. Right, gold rates once a month. We really would like to see that the managers, Chris in particular, Amanda and Terry, that they facilitate the program and that they hand out the rewards. And talking about the rewards, it should not be financial. Please stay away from all forms of money. Make it a hamper, gifts. It's all about a thank you gift, and employees must understand the intention is not to create a bonus system here. It's not a performance bonus program. It is about a recognition program, and it's about thank you gifts. Really, we say thank you gift to share. So something that they can share with their families. Right, I think I've covered all the points. If there's anything more, please do not hesitate to contact me or William. There's our numbers. And all the best. And I really am looking forward to a great program, and I'm looking forward to walking into Masterpack, and there's a lot of excitement and employees engage in what they do, and there's lots of recognition, lots of growth. And that you just increase your customer base, double it if possible. Right, all the best.